Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to this week's edition of Stop, Look, and Listen. I'm your host, LaTroy Gardner. This week, we have the founding member and DJ of Timex Social Club. Remember the one that told us to stop spreading those rumors? We got Marcus Thompson on the line today. Welcome to the show, Marcus.
What's up, LaTroy? What's happening, man? Thanks for having me.
No problem. Like, Marcus has been, a guest previously on the Good Old Boys a few times, so he's part of the family. Just talk about growing up in the Bay and discovering your love for DJing.
Oh, man. Well, I'll try to make it a short story. So I have a half brother that grew up in Anchorage, Alaska, but I grew up in Oakland by myself. And, as a young kid, as I refer to myself as the only child, not really having, I had a few friends, but music became one of my friends and passions, something that kept me definitely busy. I remember going to shop for vinyl, just the love of that, going downtown, going into the record shop, maybe asking the record shop employee or owner, if they had a certain single that I heard on the radio, just that angst of being told no, maybe, check back next week, or yes, it's over there. Something that kids will not know about right now, because everything is digital, and yes, it's up on the internet, and you can stream it. But going from that to buying the record, taking it home, taking it out, putting it on a turntable, to in high school, joining a DJ crew, renting out a hall, passing out flyers, rocking the joint, packing them in and rocking it all night, party over at like 1 o'clock in the morning. And then, we pack up the equipment and we out, we count money. So that was definitely a journey for me, and something I enjoyed. And, it just spilled over into, producing and writing actual records that, hey, now I'm not just playing the hits, I'm actually writing some of the hits. Right. So, at an early age, I would say that, yes, I had a passion for music growing up in the Bay Area, definitely, no doubt. Okay.
So back in the 80s, like, the DJ was pretty much the forefront of hip hop for the most part. How did that success from, doing the local shows parlay into starting your own group? And did you always have an aspiration to start your own group?
No, man, I was supposed to be behind the scenes. Y'all wasn't supposed to even see my face or hear my voice on wax. Yeah, I wanted to be the dude on the liner notes, you know what I'm saying? Recorded and mixed by, written by. But, I could always just walk down the street and wouldn't get mobbed. I wanted to be that kind of dude, that dude. And then I remember one of my aspirations was, recording engineer, which I finally did. But I did it on the back end, right? I did the recording. I was a member of a group first, and then fell into a recording engineer afterwards. So, I never wanted to, have my face on a record or, hit a stage, perform, sing, none of that. It just kind of happened. I think that DJing definitely helped me with that. I mean, as we started buying equipment, some of the stores that were selling turntables were also selling keyboards and drum machines. So as you're looking for this, you're like, oh, what's that over there in the corner? And, I had a buddy, writing partner, Alex Hill, who became like, DJ mentor And he had bought an 808 drum machine. So I'm like, yo, hey, you got a Technique 1200 turntable and an 808 at your crib? Oh man, let me come over and mess around. That was the thing back then. Let me come over and mess around.
Right.
So that kind of just meshed it all together. And as you said before, hip hop or rap music, let's go with rap music, was just taking off in the early 80s. And so there was a lot of buzz and a lot of excitement around the DJ and the rapper and the party. Okay, that was your stage, the party. We wasn't thinking about no stadiums or any kind of clubs. We were just trying to get to the party, and I mean house party, or like I said before, a hall that maybe somebody rented out, some crew rented out, and you could get on stage for a hot minute and do one of your songs that you had on cassette that you did in your bedroom, what I'm saying, with your equipment. Right. So yeah, man, that I say those were the two worlds that meshed, DJing and writing music, helped catapult it. Yeah.
Okay. So how did the Timex crew form?
Well, that was funny. So we weren't a group. We weren't a singing group at first. We were just some guys hanging around high school. And we kind of just wanted to have a name. So we kind of fell in love with this group you may have heard of called The Time. Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, Morris Day, Jerome, and them, Monte, Jesse.
Yeah. So who was holding the mirror?
Say what?
Who was holding the mirror?
Who was holding the mirror? No, nobody. Nobody. Well, we had this little dude named Dwayne. Yeah, shout out to Dwayne Dusson. But yeah, if anybody was gonna be the mirror man, it was him. But so we put an X on the end of it, and so we became the Timex crew through high school, and we did no music, zero. We just was hanging, man. That was just our little, crew name. And then after high school, that's where all the DJ and stuff came into play, around 82, 83, somewhere in there. And, as they say, the rest is history. But yeah, we started writing and producing, and one of our demos was heard, and we got picked up. So that's when you heard Rumors. But a funny thing about Rumors, I had written that song 3 years before. So on the demo tape, it was like the third song down, man. You had to dig. A lot of people don't know that. Like, oh man, you probably Rumors would have been the first song on the demo tape. Nah, man. Nah.
You feeling something else?
We're trying to let you hear before Rumors, man. So yeah, baby. Yeah, it was 3 years old by the time y'all heard it.
Okay, so let's talk about Rumors. Produced by yourself and Jay King, or?
Well, so I'm saying on the record it says Jay King, Denzel Foster, Thomas McElroy.
Okay.
But I'm here to tell you the song was written and produced 3 years earlier, and was on the demo. So yeah, we produced that song and we wrote that song way before those three guys even heard it, first of all, right? And then second of all, before we went into a 24-track studio, because the version that we had was very close to the 24-track version that came out. There were really no changes done to it. We had done all the editing, and I mean, when I wrote the lyrics, that song had 4 verses, 2 choruses. I mean, it was very lengthy, but by the time it hit that demo tape, we had trimmed it down to what you hear today. Exactly. So we did that on our own. We had no guidance. It just, you know what I'm saying? It just didn't feel right with all of that. So we just, nah, man, this part needs to go. And we start cutting and trimming, right? So when the demo tape was heard, it was on a 4-track cassette. And, you know, I think they were like, yo, we like this. Let's go take it up and polish it off. And you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it needed to be detailed. You know what I'm saying? When you pull up in a dusty car and then after you detail it, you're like, whoo.
Polish it up a little bit.
Same car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Rumors, you know, hit #1 on the Billboard R&B
Yes,
and dance charts in 1986.
Yes, sir.
What rumors was being spread about you that I guess led to writing that song? Or was it just the environment in the Bay Area where it was just a whole lot of yakety yak going on? And you was like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm about to write a song about it.
Well, I wrote a lot of songs in high school, or sorry, about my high school days. And that just happened to be a subject matter that I wanted to cover, let's just say. So, you know, when you're in school, there's a lot of gossip, you know, high school in particular, because people are feeling like they're grown, you know, but you're not, you're 17, you're 16 and a half, you know, you're counting halves at that point in your age to try to elevate yourself over somebody, man. And it's funny, you know, I mean, that's what kids do and that's what we did. And so it's like if somebody had a better car than somebody else, or the girlfriend was prettier, or they dressed better, or, you know, it was like any little edge you could get on somebody, or things like that. And then you know, somebody would start something, you know, it would say something about somebody, and by the time it got back around like a week later, it had blown up into this untruth.
Right.
And it's like, no, it didn't happen that way. And then you're trying to retract it and trying to tell somebody what really happened. And it was like, no, you can't undo it, man. Once the lie is out there, or the untruth is like, it's hard to get back. And so I wanted to write about that, and I did. And so Tina, one of the characters in the song, is actually about a girl that went to my high school. It's not Tina Turner. A lot of people missed that, or never asked me and just ran with that. Michael, of course, is about Michael Jackson, and Susan is about Susan from Vanity 6, because I had a crush on her back then. You know what I'm saying? Vanity 6.
All 3 of them. I did.
Google that, y'all. So, but here's the thing on her lyrics. So in a camisole, she's 6 feet tall, should knock you to your knees. Okay. 5 feet, the woman is not 6 feet tall. Let's get that right. But in a camisole, she's 5 feet tall. Didn't sound good to sing or to even brag about. So I changed 5 to 6. Right. And that's why a lot of people think it's about a model named Susan Anton, but it's not. It's about Susan from Vanity 6. So yeah, that song was inspired by my high school days, that students on campus would spread rumors and how untrue they would be. And I wanted to tell people to stop it. So that's why you have the line, stop spreading those rumors around, stop spreading the lie.
And it's just as relevant today as it was back in '86, you know?
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, so the impact of the song, I mean, let's talk about it, you know, the fusion of hip hop and R&B. And you guys never really getting credit for it.
Man, thank you, dude. Hey, one love to you, man. Yeah, when I look back and, when you do your research, so as stated, I wrote that song in 1983, but it's Crickets in 1983. It's Crickets in 84 and 85. You haven't heard it yet. It's not on wax. So we had the idea in 83. We laid it down. It was a cassette. You could have heard it in my car in 83. but it's still when it hit in 86. And I want to let everybody know that song, it was recorded in early January of 1986. It was probably pressed on vinyl the week after. So we had actual vinyl of that song in January of 1986. So stamp it right there. So we fused hip hop with R&B and our sound. I mean, we could just say the beginning of 1986. Before then, I don't know of another group that had done it on wax. I'd be hard pressed. I mean, I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there was.
Well, I was gonna say, would we consider one of your tour mates? Would we consider one of your tour mates from the Raising Hell tour also in that lane? Houdini? Would you consider what they were doing?
Yeah, but they weren't singing though. Here's the thing, bro. They was rapping. Mm-hmm. Now, shout out to Ecstasy and rest in peace. He did put he did put some hooks, down on those joints, Friends, yeah, but after you get out of that hook, it's a rap song, true and true, 100%. And I don't know anybody that's ever called Rumors a rap song. Mm-hmm. It's R&B. Now that's funny because we're on several compilations that say like rap's greatest hits.
Right.
We're on a major rap tour as an opening act, but we're R&B. So much R&B that after that rap tour was over, we started getting booked on R&B tours to open. Mm-hmm. So really, man, we that's telling you right there that we mixed both worlds on that song. We mixed them. We fused them, as you said.
So just talk about the experience.
Then came Teddy Riley.
Yep, then came Teddy, New Jack Swing.
Yes, sir.
So just talk about the Raising Hell tour. Russell Simmons reached out to you guys, asked you to join Run DMC, Beastie Boys, and Houdini. Did you guys feel out of place? Felt like this? I mean, obviously, Run DMC is the biggest act in the world at the time, but still, did you guys feel out of place? Like, are the fans going to want to hear Rumors before hearing King of Rock or Fight for Your Right to Party or One Love?
We weren't worried about the Beasties, man. We weren't worried about the Beasties back then. Shout out to the Beasties, man. They crazy. I got stories of them in my book. But here's the thing. So big fans of Houdini, big fans of Run DMC growing up. Huge. I mean, it's like that, and that's the way it is. Friends, as I mentioned before. The year before, what was it, in 1984, 1985, they had came to the Oakland Coliseum on the Fresh Fest. We were there in the audience, just watching the show, general admission. Nobody know who we was. We didn't even know who we was, And I remember saying, man, next year we're gonna be on that stage with them, man. And everybody looked at me like, Man, shut up. You know what I mean? But I actually said that. And lo and behold, there we were. We got the call, like you say, from Russ. So were we, yeah, man, I was nervous. I can't tell you, LaTroy, man. I mean, yeah, we accepted the job, show enough, man. But I'm like, a stadium? What are you, first time out? Come on, man.
You said earlier in the interview that, you know, the goal was to rock a house party or, you know, like a YMCA.
You got these house party guys gonna open up for you in a stadium, man. Yeah. Come on, baby. I mean, we were so nervous, man. I mean, and then, as they say, you know, you got to act like you've been there before, and it was just hard to do. You know what I mean? Because you look out and you see 30,000, baby, in front of you, and you know they waiting, they hinging on your every note, on your every breath, on your every word, on your every dance move. And you know, everybody grew up watching Soul Train and all that, man, and fantasizing about, you know, being up on stage, man. But the butterflies are no joke. And let me tell you, when them house lights go down and the person gets on the mic and he's introducing you, and them fans are screaming and them lights are coming up and dancing on the crowd, it's go time, man. You gotta go. Yeah. You gotta leave all the butterflies in the dressing room, man, because it's time to go. I mean, I guess it would be like getting up in an airplane with a parachute and jumping out for the first time. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, I'm a little nervous until you get to the door when you know you gotta jump right now.
Right.
That's how it was, man, for the first week. At least, I mean, every town, it didn't get no better. You know what I'm saying? It was like nervous, just nervous. But like I said, you gotta act like you've been there before. Yep. And somehow we did it, man. Somehow we did it. But yeah, going up, rocking with those big names. Oh my goodness. You know, we only had 15 minutes, right, on our set, but that's a lot of time.
Right.
You know, it's like, man, we only got one record out, man. Even the B-side of Rumors is like 7 minutes and 10 seconds long.
So you didn't
do for another 8 minutes.
You didn't do the other two songs that was ahead of Rumors on the demo?
Boy, you know, I mean, it was a lot, man. We were able to fill up the 15, baby. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we did some songs you never heard before.
Right.
Because everybody waiting for the hit, you know, and they know, oh, it's gonna come, and let's just bear with them and let them, you know, mess around a little bit. But you know, it's a lot of call and response, say ho, you know. But yeah, man, that was a time, man. It wasn't maybe until 2 weeks, the second week in on that tour, that we really, that I don't know, I'm not speaking for everybody else, but just for me, that I felt comfortable and like, yeah, I got this. I can rock a crowd like this. Yeah. But the week before, I was like, I hope they don't throw stuff at us. You know? Yeah, that was a trip.
Yeah, so I'd be remiss to you know, not mention that a teenager by the name of James Todd Smith was also on Raising Hell tour.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
So who did you, outside of Timex Social Club, who did you like become tight with on the tour?
Oh, okay. Cut Creator.
LL's DJ.
You know, yeah, we hung out with him a lot. A mentor to me, and still is. I talk to him every now and again. Jalil from Houdini. Yeah, and then some of the dancers, Houdini's dancers back then, Lance and Cliff, used to hang with. And then the person that became more like a big brother to us and really took us under his wing early. I mean, like the first day, Jam Master Jay, rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace,
Jam Master Jay, man. I remember meeting that brother for the first time face to face. And let me tell you, man, just a beautiful person, okay? Let's just get that out of the way. But humble. Oh, humble, man. I mean, he came up to us and introduced himself as Jam Master Jay. Come on, man. Everybody know Jay. But what fell out of his mouth was, hey, I'm Jam Master Jay. And he extended his hand for a shake. He ain't had to do that, man. Everybody knows who Jam Master Jay is at that time. You know what I'm saying? Humble brother, man. Very humble brother. And, you know, anything we needed, you know, we could shout out to Jay, and you know, it was just love, man, from the crew, around DMC crew, man. Yeah. But those folks right there, you know, we hung around with. Our dressing room was right by the Beastie Boys, and let me tell you, them dudes was crazy back then. Okay, they flooded our dressing room one night. We came off stage and we opened the door and stepped in all this water.
And it wasn't water. And it wasn't really water? Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah, water and ice. They had dumped all the ice buckets and everything out and on our floor. And, you know, it's linoleum. So it ran all over the place. It just, you know, ain't sopping up nothing on linoleum. You spill something, it's running all over. What the? You know? And we could hear them next door laughing in their dressing room, you know. So yeah, a lot of funny tour stuff, but yeah, those were the people that we were tight with on tour with them.
Yeah, rest in peace to MCA as well.
Yes, sir, most definitely.
So you know, the success of Rumors took you on tour, but at that time, back in the 80s, with a major hit, you're bound to catch the parody treatment. So Rumors got the parody treatment. Roaches by Bobby, Jimmy, and the Critters. What was your reaction when you first heard
it? Dude, and I'm still on the floor laughing, right? Hilarious. I couldn't believe that somebody would even do that, man. I mean, think it, yeah, but actually put it down. And then in the breakdown, he gonna have a little dude with the voice of a roach rapping. I'm like, man, this is over the top, dude. Just stop it. I really, my song inspired you to, yeah, it just goes to show you, man. You know, I loved it. I thought it was very creative and, like I said before, just hilarious. And I'm, you know, I love comedy. You know, I'm a Richard Pryor fan. I'm a Eddie Murphy fan. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, if something is genuinely funny, I'm all over it. So that definitely hit my funny bone, man. I loved it. And thank you, Bobby Jimmy, for the royalties.
Russ Parr.
Yeah, Russ Parr.
Radio legend.
Yeah, I heard he was nominated for Radio Hall of Fame, I think. Yeah. So yeah, shout out to him. And yeah, so no, I loved it, man. Yeah, that was cool.
So in light of recent events, Juvenile parodied his own classic of Back That Ass Up with Vax That Thing Up. So would you parody Rumors yourself, or what song would you do a parody of?
Which one of our songs?
Either your song or somebody else's song.
Oh, dude, I you know what? I appreciate all the parodies that people have done off of Rumors, but I'm just, I'm not that dude. I wouldn't parody anything, just for the simple fact that it is not creative. I mean, for me, it wouldn't be a creative move. It would be retreading something. Shout, more power to them. I love it, everything, but I just personally wouldn't go into a studio with that kind of mindset that I'm gonna redo this and rewrite the lyrics to fit this kind of political, or in this case, something for medical, whatever we're doing here with this vaccine. So no, I wouldn't be interested in doing any parody, unfortunately.
Okay. I was just curious because of rumors and roaches, and then like I said.
No, I love it the other way. I love it when people pay homage, but I'm not. I'm just not motivated to do it off my own stuff. So I'd rather do something new. How about that?
I feel you. Like creators, they hate. Like, I went to see Lauryn Hill in concert the first time, and she didn't want to do any of the songs the way it was originally recorded. So she wanted to put a different spin on every single record.
Well, that, first of all, that's her choice. Second of all, that's Lauryn. So, you got to live with that, if you're a fan. Yeah. Interesting. When you say not the original way,
that we hear it on the CD, on Miseducation, or on the score. She wanted,
if you putting more sauce on it or less sauce, or
well, she had a live band, but most of it seemed like it had like a Caribbean inspired production to it.
Okay, and not the hard edge that you would you had grew up listening to.
Right.
Okay.
So it seemed like a lot of the people left early because they were disappointed in not hearing it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was fine with it for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I hear a lot of artists do that. I think Prince was one of those people as well. I even thought one time of doing not acapella, sorry. What am I trying to say? Just like a trimmed down version of Rumors when we go out live, like acoustic. That's what I'm trying to say, acoustic version of Rumors. And I'm like, nah. The record hit too hard.
Yeah. I mean,
that snare is too.
Yeah, that intro,
like,
and
nah, I can't do that to my folks and me. I don't know if I could get through the whole song without feeling like I had, deprived the audience of the danceability. One thing, the danceability of the song, because I want to say this too, that Rumors, at least Rumors, was written by two DJs. So it was written to be a dance floor killer. You know what I'm saying? It was written to be a hot dance floor track. It was written to get you out your seat. You know what I'm saying? It was written to make you dance. So when I was thinking about that acoustic thing, I was like, no, I can't do that to my baby. It's, she was created to make people dance, So to have us up there doing an acoustic version, I think maybe about the first verse or something, but then we got to back off that and give it to you raw, man. Because that's what you came out there for, man. You came out to dance when you see us. So, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I couldn't do that. I mean, but I know a lot of artists They change up songs over the years and do them differently, and like do half of it, or not, not even do the hits, at shows. And I'm like, whoa, how you not gonna do the hit? I want to do something from a new album. Bruh, people bought tickets to hear them hits. So yeah, I'm also a fan as well as an artist. So I know what y'all want. Don't worry. Yeah.
Good. So TSE had follow-up singles, Thinking About You and Mixed Up World.
Yes, sir.
And then soon after, the group disbanded. What led to the breakup? And was the other option better than being in a group that had a #1 single? I mean, not necessarily in your case or Michael's case, because you both had success beyond the group, but what led to the breakup?
When you get into this game, first of all, when you're not signed, everybody's on time for practice. Everybody is throwing his or her 100% into the production and what we gonna wear on when we perform, all of that. As soon as there's $1 on the table, you kind of see personalities starting to pop out, right? Mm-hmm. And as everybody's looking at that dollar in a different way, so long story short, we had an agreement that if we earned $1, we would all get paid an equal share of that dollar. After 2 weeks on that Run DMC tour, our lead singer was not happy with his equal cut. That's true. Now, sometimes you would say, okay, all right, go ask for a raise, from the boss. In this case, the boss was Russell. You know what I'm saying? That was who was running the tour. Mm-hmm. But he was asking a raise from us. He wanted us to take a less of a pay cut as group members so he could be happier. His wallet could be a little thicker. So that didn't rub the right way, as Johnny Gill was saying. And it caused some tension in the group, because now you're saying you're more valuable. And then I'm thinking, if anybody should be asking for more, it should be me. I'm the founding member. Right. We wouldn't have had Rumors if I didn't write it.
Yeah, you was the pen. You was the pen as well.
So the fact that I'm out here saying, hey, it's all good, baby. Let's all get equally paid. And I kind of took offense to that. Next thing we know, he grabbed his own management, and then that caused another wedge. And ultimately, it just, the record company sided with him because, he's got management, he's the lead singer. And so we were kind of, myself, Kevin, and Alex, we were kind of on the outs, even though we weren't out. So, we said, well, let's just go back on tour and let all of this work out. And it just, we could never get back to the bargaining table. We did get that raise though. Mm-hmm. So if he would have stuck with us, he would have got more money. But at that point, when we had got the raise, it was too much. I think it was too much tension in the group to go on, or to get back with him. So we parted. We asked for a release, and sad sad, man, sad, because I mean, I had so many plans. I had so many, and it's, I had so many songs ready, for us, and we could have, we could have obliterated. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if we did what we did off of the one single, think about a whole album that was killing like that. So what they did is they went out and hired some other people that weren't us. And that's where I want you to understand that, Alex and myself, we produced Rumors, because that album that eventually came out on us, Timex Social Club, sounds nothing like the single. It's all watered down, so it's just, but it was a little sad to see that happen to my dream, something that I thought up out of my mind, but maybe it was meant to be, but yeah, it was money, man. It was money that got out there. Greed. There's a show on A&E called American Greed. I watch that a lot, but yeah, it was American greed that broke us up. So yeah, a little teardrop.
Yes. So,
But, yeah.
So did it sour you? Did like Michael Marshall demanding more money and eventually going solo with the name, and Jay King also venturing off and forming Club Nouveau, and then dropping Jealousy, which a lot of people would say, is basically a carbon copy of Rumors.
Thank you, Jay.
You can get into that. You can get into that as well.
Thank you for the golden platinums. I appreciate that. Thank you, bro.
Did it sort of sour you on things that that quickly in the game?
Well, so going back to being nervous and having to act like you've been there before, performing with these big names, right? And then comes these legal issues that come at you right after you get over that hurdle. Here's another hurdle. You're like, I'm still running this race. Let me finish. I thought there would be like one hurdle in this race. Nah, you got another one. So yeah, it was a lot to deal with being a new artist, being a new artist. It was a lot to deal with, because you don't have the financial muscle yet to deal with that stuff. LaTroy, let me break it down. So in 1986, when we went on tour, I went from making $4.35 an hour on a day job to what I was getting on tour. Mind blown, right? What? For 15 minutes, I'm making this kind of money? Oh, I'm paid, right? My pockets are blown up. But then when you hire an attorney, when you're hiring attorneys and you're trying to be suited and booted, and
right,
you're trying to get the car and some kind of condo house and get all the trappings because you the star, right?
Mm-hmm.
And pockets go back down to $4.30. Because you got to pay these legal bills, man. So yeah, it was a lot to deal with, man. Stuff was coming out, the record company we were on was tripping, and we had to get the, attorneys to deal with that. And then this Club Nouveau thing came up, and our names were nowhere on the first pressing of Jealousy. And we were like, yo, we got to be on that because that's the direct, rip off, if you will, of Rumors. So, I can't just call up Warner Brothers and be like, yo, this is Marcus. put my name on there. You know what you're supposed to do. It's only right. No, I have to have an attorney to talk to their attorneys to make it happen. And it's not going to happen real fast, right? Because I want to drag this out so they can make a little bit of money. So sorry, attorneys, but y'all be wasting a lot of time. So yeah, man, it was costing a lot of money, and you know, I did catch some feelings behind that. But yeah, it was a lot to deal with that summer. You know, the record is #1 in the country, but I'm walking around, you know, frowning. What's wrong with me? Oh, I got a lot going on, bro. So yeah, it's all in my book. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, it was supposed to be a happy time, man. The group breaking up, I got other groups biting my style, and
yeah,
I'm trying to walk around here with a happy face, and you know, this tour is going on, and lights, camera, action, baby. Don't let them see you cry or frown. So every time, you know, there was a camera, I was like, but behind the scenes, I was punching walls back there, man. So yeah, it was a lot to deal with.
And you did get the writing credit for Jealousy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if Rumors is chapter 1, Jealousy is chapter 2, give us chapter 3. What would chapter 3 be?
Okay, so chapter 3 would be returning back to a normal life.
Peace and quiet. Leave me the hell alone.
Yeah, man. Being that dude I always wanted to be, behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? The recording engineer side of it happened. I had a hip hop studio in Sacramento, California. Shout out to Sacramento. Produced and mentored a lot of up and coming artists and producers. And the brothers went on and did some incredible things themselves. You know, happy to be a part of their stories, and you know, have motivated them to do some things that they didn't think were possible. Just touching lives, you know what I'm saying, in the background, like I wanted to be. You know, that shadowy figure that you never even knew existed. So yeah, that became very priceless to me, to be out of the game. And I know a lot of people be like, man, but you know, then you try, we had another group and had another lead singer and put out another single. But you know, when you got that one wave, surfers will tell you, when you're on that one wave, you can be out there all day, all summer. Sometimes that perfect wave comes once, you know what I'm saying? And happy to have written it. We rode that wave, baby. I'm still riding that Rumors wave. You know what I'm saying? We perform next month in Sacramento. So catch us, man. We're opening up for the Whispers. But yeah, you know, it's a blessing. But yeah, chapter 3 would definitely be you know, getting my life back, getting out of there, you know what I'm saying, unscathed. Because there's a lot of stories in the music industry of people that have committed suicide behind trying to be this entertainer and trying to pay the bills for a lot of family members, hangers on. I mean, you know the list. You know that list. Mm-hmm. I think there's I'm probably saying this wrong, but it's the people that died at 26.
27.
27.
Like Kurt Cobain and Amy Winehouse and numerous others.
Right. And these are all young people that felt a lot of pressure from fame, and they just couldn't handle it. So I'm happy to still be around talking to you, man. I'm way older than 27, baby. So
Yeah, I want to say Jim
I'm
Morrison.
just very fortunate and blessed, man. So yeah, getting out of there unscathed, man. That's chapter 3, baby.
All right, cool. So, how is everything as far as relationships now with, say, Michael Marshall, which we must say he was the voice behind the Loonies timeless classic. I got 5
I
on it.
got 5.
So what's your
5. Man, I was driving down the street when quick story. I was driving down the street when that came on the radio when I first heard it, and I'm hearing the dun, dun, and I'm like, these they just stole thinking about you. So I'm here, right? I'm like, and then what calmed me down brought me to DEFCON 1, right? Mike's voice. I'm like, oh, blessings. Yeah. So yeah, shout out to the Loonies. I know the whole story behind that. I talked to the producer, Tone Capone. He gave me all the game about that. But yeah, so relationships. I'm cool with everybody.
Okay.
There is only one thing, and I guess I will never know. Mike will not perform with me. We haven't shared a stage since 1986. Okay. I've asked and extended invitations over numerous years, over numerous times, directly, indirectly, called his brother. I was even in one of his music videos, didn't ask for $1. He said, he called me up. I need you to be in the video. Where and when, bruh? I showed up. I did my part. I've been to some of his shows. He's seen me in the audience, acknowledged me. We've taken pictures. We've had lunch together. But he will not. There's something that he's still working out. He will not perform with me. So I don't know what that is. I don't know if I'll ever get an answer behind that. And it's kind of sad, melancholy, because all of these groups that have had issues have gotten back together and are rocking stages. And I'm talking about old school groups, you know what I mean? New Edition for one. They keep falling out and then they get back together. They keep falling out and then
they have a residency, starting soon in Vegas.
Right. But then after that residency, right?
Yeah.
Somebody gonna fall out with somebody and then it's gonna be
but that's how it is with brothers though. You have your moments where you want to strangle them and then other times where you want to hug them. So
I don't know what it is, man. It's just that every time I see one of the old school groups that say that they would never rock together again, and they do, I just shake my head. I'm like, man, all we got to do is drop one EP or one album, and we back. I got the songs already written, LaTroy, for the comeback. I'm just holding. It's a bolo punch. It's a bolo punch. You will never hear them until that magical, mystical day happens. Those stars align,
right?
And me and Mike get back. But yeah, I'm holding that bolo punch, man. We'd probably be 80 years old when it happens, but yeah. So the relationships are good, man. It's just that one, the performance aspect of it. So yeah. If I see Mike right now, it's hugs and pounds. But as far as, ladies and gentlemen, the original Timex Social Club, I don't know if we're gonna see that, man.
Right.
I'm good though. I'm 100% good with it, and I hope it happens. And there's no animosity from me. From my, I would love to perform with him, hands down.
Mm-hmm. And that's disappointing, because if you look at the Timex Social Club tree, like we can say you have a tree. You have Club Nouveau, which, I mean, Samuel, is he still part of You and him are still together,
Yeah,
or
yeah. So
yeah.
So let's say that. Let's cover that. So because because Mike won't rock with me, I had to go out and hire the lead singer from Club Nouveau to rock with me. And he knows this. Mike knows this. He's commented on some of the shows, saying, "Oh man, this and that and the other." Oh, come on, baby, come on. The door is wide open. Come back, man.
Yeah. So with this tree, we have Club Nouveau, we have Jay King,
Yeah,
Samuel,
yeah,
uh, Michael Marshall,
yeah.
which obviously would spawn the Loonies,
Foster and McElroy.
Foster and McElroy, which would spawn In Vogue.
Yes, sir.
Maybe we throw Tony in. So the Bay is
Yeah,
represented.
You got to throw Tony in there. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that's a tour to me. That's a crazy tour to me.
Yeah.
Never happened.
Yeah, it is.
Never happened though.
I'll never say never though. Like I said, it'll probably be rolling up on me at when I'm like 85 or something. Yo, Marcus. I'll probably be out there with my cane and my walker.
Uh-huh.
It might happen. It might happen, baby. We never say never in the business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I thought personally EPMD would never rock again.
Yeah. Anyone that knows that background story. Yeah. Parrish is
I thought they would never get back together. I thought they would never be in the same room.
Right.
But what happened? So I'm like, man, if
Eric and Parrish making dollars, the name says it, the money,
If people could put stuff like that behind them, and I'm not gonna go into that, but you can Google that story. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was like, oh, they're done. That's yeah. That's ouch. But yeah, and they're doing fine as far as I know. Yeah, still performing. Everything's good. I think they released something after that too. So
yeah, they did.
I never say never.
Back in business.
Yeah, I never say never.
Good. So
but thanks for the tree, man. I appreciate that. A lot of people don't know that we were, who came first, the chicken or the egg? Who came first, Timex or Nouveau? A lot of people don't know that. They just, and that's fine. I'm not asking everybody to do a term paper, you know what I'm saying, on old Dusties, old school music. But the people that lived it and the people that listened to it, and the people that were around in the 80s, they know what's going on, man. So shout out to them, man. The old school fans have kept us alive for years. They really, really respect the music and the sound, and it was all crafted as fun, and to have a good time, and like I said, to make people dance. So none of this, I never went into anything with legal intentions or trying to get rich, no kind of power plays or anything like that. It was just having fun, man. And what happened. That was the 80s. Hell, man, it's 2021. We're supposed to be around here in spaceships, living on the moon and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That was some lofty ideas back in the 80s. Yeah, we'd probably be living on the moon in 2021. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's been fun. It still is fun. The music is fun. I couldn't have dreamt all this, man. I never thought I'd have a gold or platinum record with my name on it. You know what I'm saying? I was making music for cassette tapes.
Right.
Literally. That was it. That's as far as I could think. Let alone black vinyl. And then, somebody gonna hand me a platinum. Tell me I sold 18 million albums. Whoa, really? DJs walking up to me at the shows telling me, They got 3-4 copies in the crate. I'm like, man, thank you, dude. Yeah, man, we played at the skating rink every day. Oh man, I'm just flattered, man. So yeah, it's been a blessing. It's been a true blessing.
So just talk about what you've been up to lately. Any 35th anniversary plans? We know you have the book, so definitely plug the
Yes.
book,
Yes, sir.
your socials, the whole nine.
Yes, sir. Okay. So yeah, in 2011, 2010, somewhere around there, I wrote a book. It's been out, so it's out. You can copy it on Amazon. It's called How Do Rumors Get Started? The True Story of Timex Social Club. And that's for anybody that wants to know the truth behind it. It's written by me, and it's my truth. And I have a lot of tangible evidence. Evidence like it's a crime, but no. Copies of different important paperwork that had to be put down, you know what I'm saying? So you'll get to see, it's not just text. I'm actually able to prove who wrote what year it was written, things of these natures. There's lots of photos of us back in the day, and you really get to go on tour with us and hear some of those crazy tour stories and kind of relive it. And it's funny on top of that, because I told you earlier, I love comedy, man. So I put a lot of funny moments in the book. So I know a lot of people don't read anymore, and that's fine. But hey, if you just want to get it to have it on your shelf to show people when they come over, coffee table kind of thing, copy, man. It's on Amazon. How Do Rumors Get Started? The True Story of Timex Social Club by Marcus Thompson. Okay, it's also on Kindle, so you can have it on your iPad or your phone or whatever. You can have electronic version. That's a little cheaper. Okay, social, Timex Social Club.com, at Timex Social Club on Twitter. There's a Facebook group, Timex Social Club fans. Instagram is Timex Social Club as well. And as far as the 35th anniversary, bro, we do have a show coming up in August in Sacramento. We're going to be opening for the Whispers. So come check us out if you're in Northern California. Or hey, you have the means, fly in and check out the show, man. It's going to be at Southside Park on the 21st of August. So yeah, we're going to get down for the 35th. It's not really a 35th anniversary show, but we were added to the lineup and blessed to be thought of by the promoters. And we're going to give a good show, man. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty tight. Working on that right now. So come out and see us, man. Yeah.
All right. Marcus Thompson, the DJ and the founder of Timex Social Club.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for stopping by. Stop, look, and listen. Like I said, you've been on the Good Old Boy show twice previously. So that's one thing I can appreciate. Whenever we send out the call, you always answer it, and then you come with, lots of entertaining banter. Like this one was more of a deeper dive than the previous interviews, but
yeah,
I love the stories and they're endless. So
hey, man, the book has more than that. So I'll be up here all day trying to spill out my mind everything that we went through during this journey, and it's still going through because the journey continues. But man, it is my pleasure, man. And yeah, anytime you need me, man, just throw up that bat signal, and yeah, I'll come to your aid.
No doubt. All good. No doubt. So like Marcus said, you can check Timex Social Club in the Whispers in Sacramento, California.
Yeah.
In early August.
Kind of late August, 21st.
Late August, yeah. Okay. August 21st. Yeah. And if you haven't heard Rumors, make sure you check it out. Especially in light of social media and how toxic it is, this is the perfect soundtrack for that. And for Stop, Look, and Listen, I'm your host, LaTroy Gardner. See you next week. Peace and blessings.
And stop spreading those rumors around, y'all. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for checking us out on YouTube, and be sure to subscribe for more great content. And don't forget to check out our website at GOBRadionetwork.com.